little bit longer than normal, so adios. Who needs an outro? This was part 1 of this video. I recorded it about 10 days ago, which is 15 days before this video is scheduled to come out. And let's just say a bit of stuff has happened with McGill Scotland East since all of this happened. Guess who just had to delete all the footage they just recorded because tons of stuff has just happened? That's right, yeah boy. Alright, let's just get this out of the way. So part 1 of this video came out about 3 weeks ago, and right at the end of the video I had the following statement listed, which I don't have the time to go through, so if you want to read all of it, you can pause the video. However, there's one sentence I would like to quickly state, which is, McGills are doing quite alright with Midland Bluebird, but I would stay away from West Lothian, and oh boy, look whose prayers were listened to. I think there's one statement from all of this, though, that is just, it kind of seals the deal about how the state of buses in West Lothian, and that is, there are too many operators serving too few passengers. I think that is a perfect description that McGills have had. So essentially, what McGills are saying is, in this article, is that, the reason that they are struggling at the moment is because of locally subsidized operator also operating in West Lothian, presumably being Lothian country, and the newly electrified railway, which, if I just do a quick Google search, when was the West Lothian railway electrified? Okay, it was completed in 2019. 3.5 years before McGill Scotland East purchased First Bus South East and Central Scotland. Mate! Like, is this a joke, McGills? So let's get the most recent bit of the article out of the way, which is... Yeah, that's right. McGill's X22 and X24 have officially been withdrawn. Replacements remain in Lothian Country 72 and X18 for the X24, and X27 or X28 for the X22. And the McGill's bus routes being withdrawn doesn't end there, as in about a month and a half, the 21, 23, 25, and 26 are all getting put out of service as well, meaning that McGill's won't have any services in West Lothian, bar the X38, which is Midland Bluebird anyway. Now, as you may expect, people are, let's say, not too pleased about this announcement. I think to avoid arguments, McGill's have actually just disabled comments altogether on all their new posts. And, like, I understand that, because the way they put a lot of the stuff made it seem like they honestly couldn't care less, which, with the state the West Lothian bus network is in, mainly due to McGill's, I don't blame them. I don't blame the passengers, I mean. I am blaming McGill's for being a pretty awful company. But as one of the members of my Discord server and fellow bus content creator iBus stated, which I didn't really think about, is this response kind of feels kind of robotic in a sense. Like, that's all you could say? We are sorry to announce this news? No, like, we're deeply sorry that these services are being withdrawn and we understand that this is stressful. None of that. Just, we are sorry to announce this news. Nothing more? Okay. But of course, the main question about that is, who's gonna replace them? Are you really surprised? Why, yes, as you can see here, this is the new network map for Lothian Country, and they have introduced 2 new services, as long as extending the 72 to replace a lot of the damage McGill's has done by withdrawing their already pretty awful services. By awful, I mean the vehicles they put on them, because Ride streetlights are horrid. And I swear, I have never seen so many unappreciative people that in the announcement comment section of Lothian Country announcing that they're going to take over from McGill's. At Lothian Country, what about Blackridge? We are going to be left with no public transport. What about Bridgend? I don't and never will understand why there's only one bus coming through Kirkliston every hour and still no decent bus into the city from Lothian country. It makes going out in the evenings impossible. The one good thing about Lothian buses is that they will turn up on time. However, I think an hourly service to Livingston isn't sufficient enough. Lothian have many buses with better direct route to Edinburgh than Kirkliston does. Classes it as Edinburgh. Yes, Livingston is bigger, but Kirkliston is constantly growing.
At Lothian country, extend the 43 to Kirkliston, please. This would be a small adjustment, but a huge help for local people.
My mum's not online, but wants to know how to get one single bus from Falthouse to Bathgate. It's possible by using two, but coming close to the winter, she doesn't want to stand and wait for the connecting bus.
How is hourly meant to work with people going to work? And the 72 that's going to Whitburn, will that be stopping at the cross then up to Falthouse? What about the ones at the West End of Whitburn? Falthouse have got 2 buses and Whitburn only 1.
What about the workers that start at 7 a.m. in Livingston Centre?
Do any of the extended or new routes include South Street and Station Road, Armadale to Blackburn, please, at Lothian Country?
Oh, no bus to Bathgate though, X.
Well, that's great news. But what about Armadale and Blackridge?
What about the X24 route? How do you get to Newbridge Airport, etc. when you rely on getting to work from the Fastlink stops? The 902 isn't any good when you start a different time.
What about Greenrigg, West Lothian as well?
Still no bus from Deans directly to Armadale?
With regards to a bus route from Bathgate to Falthouse, did the 18 not go there when Lothian first came to West Lothian? Does nobody realise that people actually have to pay money to get these services, and that Lothian don't currently have the vehicles to operate services to replace literally everything McGill's have done? So the 73 is going to operate Monday to Saturday every hour, and the 74 is also going to do that, but it's also going to have an hourly Sunday service as well. So I'm kind of adding this section on last minute, but Lothian Country have recently just released some FAQs and the timetables for the 72, 73, and 74 now. So first I'm going to go through the timetables. So this is the 72 weekday timetable. I originally had a segment in this that was just a massive rant on how long the 72 was and how I did like it being over 2 hours long. But I've looked at this timetable, now it looks like from Kirkliston to Falthouse is going to take 1 hour and 42 minutes, or 102 minutes. And in the opposite direction, if I can actually find it, because I'm incompetent, it looks like it's going to be 1 hour and 37 minutes, or 97 minutes. So much shorter than I anticipated, which I'm kind of thankful for, so... aside from that, it's all your usual stuff. However, there's one detail I noticed that is, instead of saying Falthouse Railway Station, it says Falthouse Post Office, which is giving me mixed signals, because I'm not sure if it's going to go down to the railway station or not. I really hope it does, because that's a pretty necessary part of the route, in my opinion. So yeah, this is the Falthouse Village. This is the post office here. It's right in the middle, so... And there's this weird, island here I can show you. Which, if it's willing to load... Yeah, here, see. This would be perfect for a terminus if it's gonna be terminating just at this post office. However, my complaint is... I think a fairly large chunk is being missed out down to the railway station, which the 26 currently does. And... to get from the school stop, which is essentially where the post office is, it's just a bit, to the railway station, it says only 2 minutes, but Falthouse is tiny, so that's like a third of the estate no longer having a bus. So either this is a timetable glitch, or it's just gonna curtail at this weird triangle here. I'm gonna hope it's the former, because that's still quite a big chunk, but who knows. Also, the Stewarts of Carluke 34A is still going to go pretty much right up to Falthouse Station. So now we have the 73 timetable. Journey time is about 10 minutes longer than I anticipated. I knew it was going to be fairly long. Not too long, but not too short either. And it looks like journey time on it is going to be about 54 minutes. at least from Blackburn to Livingston bus station. Looks like it's gonna start at Ash Grove, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a couple stops after Blackburn Library. And then to get from the bus terminal back to Blackburn, it's looking like it's only gonna take 49 minutes, which is, I'd say overall the 73 looks like it's gonna be really decent, especially considering that it's going to Dean South, which no bus has done in a good couple of years. One thing I failed to mention here is that the curtail time at Livingston is 1 minute, so I think that the timetables for the 73 and 74 are just going to interlink, so the 74 will become a 73, and the 73 will become a 74, with 6 minutes from the 74 to 73, and 11 minutes from the 73 to 74. And last but not least, timetable-wise, we have the 74 timetable, which is the one that probably surprised me the most. Because if you look how long the route's going to take to get from Fauldhouse to Livingston, it says a total of 44-minute journey time from Fauldhouse to Livingston, and also 44 minutes from Livingston to Fauldhouse, and that's considering it's being rerouted via West Dedridge compared to the old 26 route, which would probably take longer, but I'm not an expert at this stuff, so aside from that, pretty much the same as the 26. So yes, these are the 7 questions that are examples that Lothian have used in their frequently asked questions thingy they've just done, and I'm gonna give my answers, then I'm gonna read out the answers that Lothian Country have supplied, see if they match up evenly. So let's just get started.
Why don't services start before 7 a.m?
From what I can see, only the 73 doesn't get to Livingston Centre before 7 a.m, and all the other services do. Oh, and the X40, but
We will be providing services that get into Livingston Centre before 7 o'clock Monday to Saturday, and we'll have buses getting to St John's Hospital before 7:30. Our services will start slightly later on a Sunday, and there are no changes to the times of service X18, X27, X28, and X40.
why are many services only operating hourly? Resources.
We have to gauge the demand for our new services. These will be all operated on a commercial basis, so they have to profit in order for us to continue operating them. Customer numbers will be monitored very closely to ensure that there is enough demand to continue their operation. We are also having to recruit new drivers and arrange vehicles to operate these services in quite a tight time frame. At the moment, we can only operate the services we announced.
Under these proposals, you'd be required to take 2 buses from Fauldhouse to Bathgate or Armadale to the Livingston Centre. Why no direct service? Resources again.
With the resources we have, the majority of journey options in the area are covered by one bus route. Where direct services aren't available, we have coordinated our timetables to make it easy to connect between buses to provide the links are currently served by a direct bus route. From Fauldhouse to Bathgate, you can use service 72 and connect onto service X18 at Whitburn Cross, or you can use service 73 changing at Blackburn. At Whitburn Cross, buses will serve the same stop, meaning that connections are easy, and at Blackburn, the connection will be at Ash Grove. From Armadale, you can catch service X18 to Bathgate, where you can change onto the services 73, 27, and X28 for frequent connections to St John's Hospital and Livingston Centre.
Has Livingston Village been cut off? The service 23 will be removed from the area from the 3rd of December. Why is there no like-for-like replacement? I wouldn't worry, as there's probably going to be buses through Livingston Village quite soon, because it seemed like the demand were quite high there.
At this moment, we have no plans to serve Livingston Village.
Why are you not replicating services as they currently stand in West Lothian? Resources again.
The current network in West Lothian has been found to be financially unsustainable. West Lothian Council provide funding for a number of services in the county, including parts of Service 72 and all of Service X40, but most services operate on a commercial basis. We need to find a balance, serving communities with the limited number of drivers we have and provide a reliable, robust network. Will it cost me more to travel within West Lothian if I now have to take 2 buses, whereas I previously only had to take 1?
I'm not an expert on fares, so I'm not really one to answer this.
We have a number of ticket options to keep you on the move and provide the best value for money. If you're travelling within West Lothian only, we have our Country West Day ticket for only £5.50. This is also available on contactless, and if you tap CAC,
with the same card or device, your spend will be capped at the day ticket price, and if you use the bus more than Monday to Sunday, the weekly cap is £22. You can also buy our great value ticket bundles, which start from £19.50, from the Transport for Edinburgh M-Ticket app, and if you're going further afield, we have day tickets that get you into Edinburgh and beyond. If you're just making a single journey, our fares are based on a zonal system ranging from £2 to £6. We'll continue to accept all forms of eligible Scottish National entitlement cards. Just present your cards to the reader on top of the ticket machine and tell the driver where you're going. Will you be reviewing the network once it's launched in December and make changes if it doesn't meet with customers' needs?
I mean, it's kind of inevitable that they do so, because you have no idea how successful this network's going to be.
Yes, in order for us to make a success of our new local network and build on our current services, we will be constantly reviewing the routes we operate. However, we will only be able to improve services if sufficient customer demand exists.
Yeah, I think that's me covered practically everything I need to. There's one thing I would like to say that isn't relevant to this at all, but it's to do with our main channel, Durham Fun Time, before I wrap this up. For our 8-year anniversary of that channel, because yes, I've been going since I was a cringe 5-year-old, I'm going to be reviewing every single video on that channel in 5 seconds or less, and it's going to be a multi-part video with part 1 coming out on the 26th of October, 6 p.m. British Standard Time, or Greenwich Mean Time. So if you guys are interested, I would happily let you go over and see it. It's really good, and it has taken me several months to finish. But yeah, that's all for now. I guess I'll catch you guys next time. I have nothing else to say, so adios, have a great day, see you later. West Lothian's bus network is recovering.